Chair. Yep.
Ready, Tim? Okay. Good afternoon. I'm Todd Siebert. It's about 8 after 6. I'm chairman of the Finance Committee. To my right is Mrs. Westphal. To my left is Mr. Schilling, both members of the Finance Committee. We have, I believe, 3 things to go over tonight. The first one is to authorization of a 3-year agreement with Trimble for computer-related software services.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Trimble purchased a software package that we've used for several years known as CityWorks. That's a software that we use for utility asset management as well as work order tracking. We have had a 3-year contract. That contract is up, or we had a multi-year contract, I should say. We have an opportunity to extend that contract for those services at approximately $44,000 per year. Per the law director, that is a sole source, so it doesn't have to be bid. Again, it is something that we have been using for asset management and work order tracking, particularly in the water and sewer distribution. I believe the plants are using it as well. We are asking for emergency legislation so that we can get a contract signed by the end of October. There was some delay in getting the wording on an extension contract ironed out between the legal folks on both sides, and we did get that resolved. The law director is satisfied with the actual contract, and we are recommending and asking for a positive recommendation for $44,000 a year as an emergency.
Thank you. Mr. Schilling?
I have nothing.
Ms. Westphal?
Just what was the last contract? What was that?
The last contract, I believe, was in the $30-some thousand range. When Trimble bought it, the price went up.
Okay.
As that usually happens.
Was that a 3-year contract?
I said 3-year. It could have been 5 years, but it was a multi-year contract.
Okay.
Yeah, we've had it for several years now.
All right.
Anything else? Any committee members? Anyone in the audience? How do you wish to proceed, Mr. Westphal?
Move forward.
Mr. Schilling?
Move forward with emergency.
We'd like to move forward with emergency with unanimous recommendation.
Okay.
The next issue before this committee is the authorization to accept additional national opioid settlements and future settlements.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. So back in 2021, we started to receive settlement agreements that the state of Ohio had negotiated with various drug companies and pharmacies related to the opioid crisis. That was, as I mentioned, in 2021. Since that time, Council has approved our participation in 9 of them. We have received 10 more. Each one of these to date, Council has had to approve so that we can take part in that. We are not only asking for authorization to take part in these 10 new settlements, but also per the law director, we'd like a clause in the next piece of legislation that allows us to continue to participate in future settlements if and when they come, provided that they meet the terms and conditions of the state. And it's more than likely that they will, because we get notification through the state, so the state would have vetted those. And we are asking for emergency legislation because those 10 that you see here are pending.
Okay. Mr. Schilling, I'll start with you this time. Any questions?
How much do we get from these things?
It could vary. It depends on how many participate, what the total amount of the settlement has been. I believe the lowest one that I've seen on an annual basis is around $2,500, anywhere from $2,500 to maybe $5,000 to $6,000 a year.
And most of that go in the general fund, or do we
Nope,
allocate that to the police department?
Nope, it all goes into a special fund,
Opioid
252, is that what it is? And there is a very specific set of uses for that money, related to treatment, prevention. There is some enforcement area, but it's very narrow. So we can't, no, it does not go into the general fund.
Ms. Westphal?
So it's used for public treatment or staff treatment, or like, I'm not sure what you,
Well, it's,
anybody that
it's
you
for,
deem-
well, I suppose it could be for staff treatment. Don't ask, don't tell.
Right.
It is it could be used for treatment of addicts, also for education, training, intervention,
Okay.
prevention, anything related to helping with prevent opioid abuse.
Okay. Is that used when they go into the schools?
There are some uses that we could do. We've talked about maybe doing some special programming in the schools. That would be one.
Okay. Thank you.
Good. Mr. Schill?
Right.
I can't think of the name, Matt, our QRT program, for example, we can use that for that. Thank you, Matt, for that quick answer. That would be an eligible type of use.
Okay.
Mr. Schilling, you said you had another question?
I know we have several nonprofits that are helping in this area throughout the city, and can they apply for funding under this?
Not through us. Those funds come directly to us for our specific purposes. There are grant programs, however, where nonprofits can. There's a whole mechanism. There's a whole, at least a third of the funds that the state has been negotiating are set aside for various regions of the state. I believe we participate. We are one of 7 or 8 counties where a pot of money goes to, and then applications are made to that, and there's a separate pot of money that they can allocate from.
Okay.
Anything else?
Nope.
Any other council members have any comments? Mr. Phillips?
Thank you, sir. Mr. Titterington, we do not participate in any negotiations for this. This is all done through the state.
Correct.
And I don't know whether you can answer this or whether you'll have to go back to the fire chief to get the answer immediately. But do we purchase any Narcan or any other substances for our use
I don't
through
believe
the
we're
public or the
using
fire
these
department?
funds for that. That is part of our drug kits, though. And I believe we also, does the police cruisers have those as well, or have we not done that? We do. Yeah.
Okay, that's all I have. Thank you.
Any other council members? Anyone in the general community have any comments? Seeing none, I'll start to my right this time. Ms. Westphal, how'd you like to proceed?
Move forward
With emergency.
with emergency.
Okay. Mr. Schilling?
And saying move forward with emergency.
We would have a unanimous recommendation to move forward with emergency. Our third item is one of those typical things that happens to everybody. Can you talk to us about increasing the fleet maintenance due to an unexpected major repair?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Council authorized at the beginning of the year $425,000 towards our annual fleet maintenance contract. We are on track with that. However, we did have an extraordinary repair of our utility vac truck of approximately $50,000, and our then management analyst, now manager, felt that it would be appropriate just to make sure that we were covered and didn't get to the end of the year, and is asking for a $50,000 increase just in case. And we are not asking for emergency legislation.
Mr. Schilling, any questions?
No, it makes sense to me.
Ms. Westphal?
I agree.
Any other council members? Anybody in the public have any comments? would ask Mr. Schilling first. I went to Ms. Westfall last time.
I think we need to move forward on this.
Mrs. Westfall.
Yes, move forward.
Yes, I think this all makes sense, so we would, unanimous recommendation to move forward, non-emergency. I don't believe there's anything else before finance. Anyone else have anything before finance? Meeting's closed.